Hey, how are you, Doctor? This is Melissa Nakley Rios, and this is my reflection video. And I have made an outline, which I will be referring to over here. So the first question point that we have was current perceived areas of strength and areas of growth as counselor in training. So for me, my strength was I used good basics attending skills, paraphrasing and using self-disclosures as well as science in my counseling techniques here at work. And I really use more silence now, which is I really like because again, it allows for the client to think more than to always expect me to have something to say. And area of growth for me is to continue working on my triggers that I know can come from some clients as well as in my personal life as well. And some of those triggers are dealing with individuals who abuse children or abuse people in general, and those who are like racist. Those are some triggers of mine that I've really been working hard on, and I'm doing well, but I can always grow in those areas. So, number 2, discuss your warning signs of burnt out or compassion fatigue. Burnout signs or compassion fatigues are like anxiety, you become irritable, lack of concentration, feeling of helplessness, as if the work that we're doing isn't really being effective as much as it used to or could be. And I guess those things can happen. For me, it's like when dealing with someone for the last few years over and over, the same situation over and over, and it doesn't seem like anything that's some of the other counselors or therapists or providers that they're seeing, just when a client doesn't seem to take any help or any advice, and they're constantly sick or constantly dealing in the same depression area and not getting better because they choose not to. In a sense, for me, I feel like sometimes I ask them, well, why will you not do this? And they're like, well, I don't think it'll help. But you don't know if it will or won't because you don't do it. But anyways, that's one of my triggers. Well, not really a trigger, but it's one of my signs of being burnt out and compassion fatigue. So giving constant care to someone who is suffering continuously is another area that can cause somebody to be burnt out or have compassion fatigue. Well, especially me. And number 3 was articulate your self-care strategies as a counselor in training. And my computer just went dead. Self-care. I try to take a break. I try to, when I come home, not deal with work. I try to kind of take a break at first when I come home for a couple hours and then go back to doing the paperwork. And at the end of the week, I also try to take some time for myself. I like to read a lot, but I also like to take walks. when the weather was better and when there was no COVID, I generally like to go to like the batting cages or golf ranges and things like that nature. The martial arts sometimes. Um, but now that those things are closed, I try to watch uh, a movie or something that's funny so that I can laugh. Not rated R, something that's like PG and funny, or one of the Christian stations that have some comical um, movies and things like that. And I also like to read the Bible and pray a lot and meditate on God and the goodness of God. So those are some of my self care. Hold on 1 second. My computer went down, so I have to boot it back up. Sorry. Well, hello, I'm back. So, number 3 was articulate your self care strategies as a counselor in training. And I put taking time to clear my mind, taking time off from the clients and other stressful situations. Um, so, both professionally and on my personal life, I try to take some time off. So, let's see. And I like to rest. I will relax and cut the TV off. I'm not a big TV person, anyways, but at times I will watch a movie to help um, calm me down, or I like to watch funny movies, or I watch sermons on TV. So they add to my life in a positive way. I try to do something that keeps me busy and away from negative or sick people, or people who are suffering or sad or things of that nature. Number 4, evaluate how you balance your self-care and your multiple commitments during the semester, highlighting changes needed. Well, I try to take care of myself, both physically and mentally. Um, Although my work lately, I've gotten hurt a few times, or just here at the house where I've got my hand slammed on the door accidentally and things of that nature. So it's been a little stressful. And as everybody would say, the COVID and being careful and using those precautions. So there has been a lot of things going on in the world, not just in my life, but in the world in general. So again, I do try to take time um, to pray, and just alone time with God for me is really important. And for some self improvement and things that I need that are positive, I do watch a lot of sermons from multiple different ministers or pastors, bishops, those that are, for me, who are doers of the word of God. And so therefore I can trust that they are men and women of God. And well, not with just school. I am a mother, a single parent. I have 3 kids, although 2 of them are adults. I have 2 grandkids, and they're 2 and 4. So that takes some time. My daughter was in school; she's out now, but now she's working full time. And with the COVID, she wasn't working a lot, so she has to catch up on a lot of things. She's doing well. Again, she did finish her school. I think it was medical assistant or something. And my other daughter's a truck driver, and she has her CDL, and she and her fiance, they travel together. And so when the COVID hit, even their jobs were affected to the extremes. So they had to come off the road, traveling throughout the United States. And now they are home in Ohio, so that's good. And they actually work with companies here in Ohio. So they are at home every evening. So that is a great thing. And so I try to spend more family time. And yes, I do wear a mask when I am around them because I've been tested one too many times for this COVID due to other people. And so I take extreme precautions right now and just really try to trust God when I have a fear come over me about it. I try to really trust God and know that God's going to protect me over it. And taking care of myself, I try to time management, allowing time for me to do something I actually enjoy doing, um, or which is sometimes I may not actually enjoy doing it, but I know I need to do it, like walking, and because I'm trying to do more exercising now that I'm able to. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. Of Sometimes when the weather's a lot better and I can get out there and do some walking by myself and thinking of good things and futuristically, like where I want to be in my life and a few years from now. So let's see what else I have here. Indicate your understanding of the course material on the importance of self-care as a counselor. Overall, my understanding of the course material was good. I didn't. It was some areas was a little difficult, but mostly I could understand most of it. The Code of Ethics provided a great deal of information to assist in many areas of being a counselor, and it also had information on the importance of self-care as a counselor, like forming relationships with other counselors or professionals that can help in the treatment and well-being of your client. Because if you have some help, it helps to alleviate some of the stress, which is only on you. And I also put professionals can help in the treatment, the provision of favorable conditions, which is also in the Code of Ethics. And it promotes that the counselors work in an environment that is comfortable, gives privacy and freedom from distractions. And those are some self-care for me, some self-care help that the Code of Ethics and other resources have provided as well. Number 6, share your revised professional counselor identity statement. So it says, hello, I am Melissa Nathan Rios, a clinical mental health counseling student currently attending Antioch University. Counseling promotes growth, wellness, empowerment, and normal development when clients experience problems and seek our support. I will graduate in the spring of 2022. I will work with adults and children and with families in Ohio and in Pennsylvania to identify their goals through the use of appropriate diagnosis, assessment, and a variety of counseling services. Once I graduate, I will become a licensed professional counselor in Ohio. I will work in a Christian counseling company with clients of all ages, with and without autism, having difficulty living with stress, grief, and depressions, and families. I want to help them increase wellness, resilience, and regain control of their lives physically, mentally, and spiritually. I will be ready to take on such challenges because my master's program. I have a master's in psychology. So that's why I put master's programs. And it was also from an accredited and accredited by the CACREP. I will be a member of the Ohio Counseling Association, and I will have completed over 12 continuing education credits on any aspect of counseling individuals having extreme difficulties with stress, grief, and other trials in order to serve my future clients. And I also have over 40 hours of training as an RBT, which is a for like a certified behavior technician. It's required in PA. And I also have an ABA training hours, over 5 hours of training in ABA, which allows me to be able to work with autism clients, both children and adults. So have a blessed day, and thank you very much. Bye bye.